my dear Libra, this is a love reading, or prediction for the month of June with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a 4 elements reading up. Why do I struggle to release attachment? For the full members to this channel. And what divine interference can I expect ahead is up for all the members, where we reveal what message that come true from the divine. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for May to get a context, and this is the prediction for June. I will start reading your cards, and I use the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. When I open your deck here, I see the 9 of Pentacles together with Ace of Cups. So it seems like you are nurturing yourself with some self-love and building on the foundation blocks of your own life, being comfortable in your own skin and so forth. And some of you might be single and soon to be in a relationship. New love, okay. It's not only self-love, it's also being reflected eventually on the outside as people loving you or starting to get their eyes up for you. I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it seems like the divine has the hand in this as well, rolling the dice. It can be that sometimes things becomes too good for ourselves. Things are comfortable. We enjoy things. We like our life, and then something is missing, and we want to add a little spice to our life. Okay, I call the divine, or the divine wants to add some spice to your life and sending you some challenges. We'll see. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here we have the 3 of Wands with the Ace of Cups being the significator here. Ace is also 1, and we have 10, 1 plus 0, 1. So, and here we have 3 of Wands. So looking out for new love, it seems. You're ready for something new. You're ready for the next chapter in your life. You're ready for communicating, getting yourself out there. So either it's in love or making new friends, or broadening your horizon in some other aspect. Different for different people. And wow, here we have the 6th element presenting the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So not only a new beginning emotionally and in your emotional life, but also on a more materialistic plane. So new things are coming. It's like a new breeze from like an exciting new fresh direction. Oh, the Ace of Swords as well. New thoughts, new inspiration, communication. We have the Star card here as well. So some sort of hope is arising here. Here you have been a little bit more closed off, didn't believe in, fairy tales. But then, winds have changed. Winds has changed. Sorry, I need to make a note, because I'm hearing a melody. I think the song is Winds of Change, and it's to the wind of change. So I will add that song when I find it in the description box underneath the video. Click the little arrow, or read more, and you will find the description box. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether. I want you all to join me here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. So I want my dear Libras to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, that's the little more in the middle from the camera angle. Okay, So I'm just going to tune in for a few seconds here to you, the person most on your mind and your relationship in June. See if I can fix the camera a little bit so you can see at least a little bit of the light in the middle. So this is the new bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands. You have been holding out things that you didn't want to come and disturb your 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, cozy reality with yourself where you were in control over your universe. So you have been holding off some kind of dream or some kind of hope because maybe too much fuss, okay, too much drama. So this is the old bottom of the deck, Hierophant. So maybe you also didn't want some kind of responsibility here given to you by the Hierophant, or someone else didn't want this responsibility. It can be with commitment, for example, that we don't want to commit, we want to be free, or we don't want to have too much responsibility over another person or their emotional life or their needs, or can be different things. But Hierophant here, I'm feeling as if you have kind of alienated yourself a little bit from other people's authority to find your own authority here with this 2 of Wands. Okay. And this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, and your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for June, and their behaviors and attitudes. So I don't know if I put them too far up or what happened, but this is the situation. And we have Judgment. Judgment is 20. 20 also contains the 2 of Wands, 2 Judgment. You have put yourself in a very rigid position about something, something that you didn't want to allow, or you wanted to kind of not control it, but see to that it didn't bother you. That's what I'm feeling. Seeing to that it didn't bother you. And this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. 8 of Swords. It seems like you really don't want to have them on your mind, but the 8 is kind of a little bit sticky. It's the eternity symbol. So they might be stuck on your mind, but you have been forcefully using your logic to put some kind of halt to a situation, or have a person being on an arm's length distance. It's like you have compartmentalized your life a little bit and decided who could be in this part of your life and who couldn't. So this is what's on their mind about you. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. So they seem to be as stubborn about this situation. There can be a lack of communication, or maybe you don't even spend time together at all, because we have probably seen that the situation or the relationship has brought unnecessary drama or fuss, or loss of energy to our life. So we have tried to keep it on an arm's length distance, but unfortunately it seems like this person is stuck on your mind a little bit. The other person seems stuck generally, maybe like a little bit constipated here, stuck in their stubbornness, in their belief. They don't want to change position, or they don't want to, maybe they don't want to, if there's a situation between you two where you're not talking, they refuse to talk to you, or they refuse to bend, or they refuse to be the one taking the first step, things like this. So this is the bond between you two, and we have a King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, it kind of sums up some previous situation I saw. Yeah, it's this. Sorry. We can see the castle there and the mountains there. And here we can see the mountains and the castle. So mountains, castle, okay. So it seems like you're living, at first when I saw this, I was aiming to say that you have this person living here up in the tower, but that seems a little bit cruel, so I didn't want to accuse you of that, keeping them in the tower. But then I thought, it's a fort tower where you're thinking about them a lot, so they are in your mind, the castle. Like, we can have a castle like of illusions, but here it's more a castle of thoughts. It's the many rooms of our thought patterns in this case. And so you're sitting pretty safe there. You have found a strategy to take care of yourself and your own sanity in this situation. And I feel this is you, and you're kind of aiming your glance towards the other person. They are not sitting in as, maybe they're sitting on a roof somewhere just, or on a square, middle of the town, I don't know. But it's not as fertile where they sit. And so you kind of look at them and their stubbornness, but you know, these two characters, they're very similar. So it's as if both of you are as stubborn. Okay. So the bond between you two is being kept in chess by both of your stubbornness. I wonder what would happen if neither of you were stubborn. Stabbed in the back. Okay, so that's what you want to avoid, getting stabbed in the back, like drama, painful dynamics going on between the two of you. Okay, so I have this mask card. So someone might be wearing a little bit of a mask, and this is your feelings, and it's the World card. So you wait for yourself to forget about this certain person. You wait for yourself to move on from them. You're giving yourself time and space to be able to get away from manipulations and being stabbed in the back. And this is their emotions. So even though they're very stubborn and rigid like this, they're actually missing you. Maybe they're missing, you know, stabbing you in the back. I don't know. I'm joking, of course. But sometimes we can't help it if we have a certain trauma and we are projecting our wounds upon another person. We are projecting our shadow upon another person. So we can't help but playing out these theater scenes and dramatic scenes over and over again until we are healed. So it doesn't mean that it's a bad person. It just means that the person might be carrying on a lot of stuff, okay, which makes them very stubborn and rigid and tempted to stab you in the back and wearing masks, not telling the truth, not being authentic, things like this. And it seems as if they have been the person most on your mind. You have been stuck thinking about them over and over and over again, but you have put yourself in a safe position where you're not getting hurt by them again, and you're just giving yourself time to get over this situation is what I'm seeing. This is your behaviors and attitudes. Ow. 10 of Wands. Okay, so we have a little bit like the same kind of structures there again, and I don't know, you're walking on this square. It seems as if even if you are so prepared to leave this situation behind, it's as if you're still carrying it, that you're not being able to put this situation down fully, or that it might come back with re-emerged strength again, that you start thinking about this person or wondering what they are doing or if this relationship will ever heal. Heartbroken, deeply sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. The Grim Reaper. Relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. It's a very, very strict card from the Divine there. But I'm seeing you're doing already your best to grow and transform your life. you have a strong attachment to this person and you're trying to stay away, but it's almost like you're being pulled in here magnetically. I will try to understand why. Can you clarify the 10 of Wands for me? The Sun. This is the highest energy card despite the Sun. It's 10 of Wands. It's a lot of energy here. And here we have the Sun. So it's some kind of truth that you're seeing that is uncomfortable, or you don't want this to be the truth. So what is the truth that you're seeing that you don't want to see? Horse King, assistance, control. So it feels for me when I'm holding this as if this person could just be better. They could be such a great partner, like lifting me up on the back of this horse. It's like the knight in shining armor, but unfortunately they aren't. They are, I don't know what they are doing. They are just stubborn and refuse to show emotions. They are suffering, but they have a mask on, not showing this, stabbing you in the back. Okay, so some kind of stubborn hope maybe that this person will change is not able to let you go. So when everything we resist persists, so if you try to move on so hardcore that you're blinding yourself to the fact that you're still hoping that they will come back, then you're missing some of the information that's needed for complete healing. So for example, if you are in this position, acknowledge that, yeah, I'm still waiting for this person to come back. I know it's a hopeless plan, but this is the status of my mind today. So just keeping track of what's going on and having goals where you want to reach. You're very strong with holding this goal, so I'm very proud of you for that. But then there's certain things that there might be a very strong bond between you two. We have the King of Pentacles. We also saw the Hierophant before. Maybe you have been married. Maybe you have lived many lifetimes together, so you are practically joined by the hip. You might have property together, or children, or family, or friends, or company, whatever. So there can be a lot of things that's constantly reminding you of this person, or maybe you are so used to them through the eons that it's hard to cut cords. So I'll see here with their behaviors and attitudes. 5 of Pentacles. This is pretty good actually, because it shows a person being too stubborn for their own good and then suffering the consequences. So I guess that's nice. Are we waiting for them to transform for real? Eyes of Beauty, positive expectations, clarity. I don't like this with having positive expectations about the person that finally been able to put boundaries towards. It's like I've said before, we shouldn't bet on a 3-legged horse. It's better to find one that doesn't stab you in the back and that are authentic, doesn't manipulate or hide behind a mask like this person is doing, a veil. But here we say positive expectations, believe that they can change too. Okay. When the Eyes of Beauty shows up as your ally, they require you to examine your perceptions. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Perception is everything. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full, yet so different accordingly to how it's perceived. The Eyes of Beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see true prosperity as a result of your positive expectations. Expect to see beauty and you will attract your highest good. I'm coming to think of the King of Swords that we saw, that maybe to take control over your thinking, because sometimes we draw in negative people and situations because we have these negative expectations. I don't want you to, sprinkle fairy dust in your eyes. So maybe we shouldn't mind this person so much and focus on your thinking, because we have a little bit overthinking going on here. If you we want to be able to stay on top of being able to see, for example, red flags with people. So we don't fall into the same pitfall of, being used or abused or stabbed in the back over and over again. So we want to pay attention to these things. And it seems like you have learned that you have learned to pay attention to red flags and say no to the things you don't want. And you're keeping it on an arm's length distance. But on the mind's level, these situations are still haunting you in some way and still want to engage you and draw you in, suck you in. This Eyes of Beauty tells that you should have more positive expectations. And that's great, but not when we are trying to fight maybe a codependent pattern or similar patterns. We don't want to have the Stockholm syndrome and think, they will be probably better, so we forgive our abuser and turn the other cheek for the 1000th time and have our back stabbed all over and our heart broken and all these kind of things. But there might be something fundamentally wrong with your thinking, so that you don't expect good things for yourself. You don't expect someone beautiful and wonderful to love you, so you think that you need to kind of settle for the people you have very strong connections to but are horrible. So I think it has something to do with the Ace of Cups that we saw in the beginning, the self-love. That the self-love hasn't stretched so far that it have penetrated into your fourth world altogether. So you're still thinking that, no, it's no idea to have love in my life because all partners are like this. Or I can't aim for that person to be a part of my life because they're too good for me. Why are they too good for you? We need to check a little bit maybe your self-esteem, self-worth, and how you're thinking about around these things. You might have a soul contract or like a blueprint that's making you create the same situation with the same type of people over and over again because of your thinking. So this positive expectations, no, don't expect like a 3-legged horse to grow out a 4th leg so you can bet on them in this race to will they be your lover. But you can have a little bit more positive expectation when it comes to your own worth and who might love you. Okay, so 8 of Wands, something is coming in really quickly here. 8 of Wands, this is like the rays of the sun coming in. So what are they coming in with? I'm checking here with the energy, or no, enchanted map oracle, magical map shifter. Okay, so something unknown. We don't know exactly. Something will come in. Something new will come in. They're not very revealing. Making a choice. Okay. I think the hint might be this. Grim Reaper, the relationship is over. If you are actually able to believe that you are worthy of something better, I think a better alternative will come in. It's like sliding doors. That if you choose this reality, the other one wither ways and dies. And if you are able to choose, if you are able to rewrite your soul contract and your blueprints by affirmating a little bit more positive about what is possible to happen in your life and not be so, out of hope. Hope can build us up so that we don't see the reality and we fall for the same tricks over and over again. But we can also have like mild positive expectation, mild hope for, probably good things are going to happen to me. So that's not a trap. That's not something that will blind you and make you codependent. So see what the brutally honest oracle cards will say. I still don't know if I ever loved you. I was in my own head. So I think we're talking about you. You're a little bit obsessed by a person here, but you don't know if you even love them. It has something to do with your head and your thinking. So take this as a homework to start to monitor what you're thinking. When you see, for example, a good-looking person or someone is offering you a job, what are your immediate reaction? So I want to check in a little bit with this person as well. What's going on here? I'm walking through the dark night of my soul. We saw that, and that's good because that might help this person to get out of their stubbornness that's keeping them in this mood of wanting to manipulate people and stab them in the back. I'm not saying this is the only thing they do, but this is the only thing that they have presented to me today. I have a lot of insecurities, yes, and this person needs to work with that. But I don't think it's necessary for you to be a part of that, at least not for now. Your lesson here is to get out of your own head and maybe realize that you love people because they fit so well with your blueprint. If you think you can't have like someone loving you unconditionally and, you know, taking you to the altar and giving you babies and, you know, whatever, then that won't happen. And you will have these people that say no, no, no to all this because you don't think you are worthy of being happy. So revisit your own thinking and see what kind of thought patterns that need to be changed. And how we change them is, for example, with affirmations. That's the simple way. If we have said thousands or millions of times to ourselves that I can't have a lover like that, they are too great, then we need to say the opposite. At least, you know, the positive expectations are more powerful. So you might only have to say it 1,000 times to make it real. But, you know, I at least need to start to say it. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the reading, What Do They Want to Happen Between You, and the love reading for May to learn more. And if you want to see new and exclusive readings from me and watch the channel normal reading in advance and ads-free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal questions readings for elements readings and all signs readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Thank you for watching this far, and remember to like, share and subscribe to help the channel, and hit the notification bell to get a heads up when a new video is out. Take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed. Bye for now.